The Barcelona-Catalonia circuit welcomes the first round of the VdeV Endurance Series. We're on the starting grid for the prototype category, 6 hours on the menu, and 20 cars are entered here. It's going to be spectacular on this 4.655-kilometre Barcelona circuit. The first race in the Endurance Proto VdeV is to follow now on Motorsport TV. It's got a 1.5 coefficient to start the season. Norma TFT2 on pole in front of the 14 of CD Sport, the 22 of DB Autosport and the 40 of Palmir. Something new this year, the gentleman drivers have to take the start. That's an important rule change there. And away we go with a very good start for Ines Tétanger in the 14. On the left, Quentin Vaucher in the 22, Philippe Mondelot in the 40 on the outside. Xavier 4 in the 9. Oh, problem at the back. It's Xavier 4. Trouble for the Graf man there as we go on board with Ludovic Cochet just behind Philippe Iliano. Tétanger leads ahead of Mondelot, Iliano, Cochet and Vaucher. We're still on the first lap here. Oh, the DB Autosport man going into a spin. That's Vaucher. Fortunately, everyone managing to avoid him there. Gregory Strabik in the 67. Not able to go through. Philippe Simadomo in the 5. He was trying to overtake. Now Cochet on the outside, past 2. No, in the end, just one car he goes past. Hugo Chevalier in the 42. Very tight then at the start of the race. And it's a woman, Ines Tétanger, leading the way. Chevalier at the back there in the 42. Inside on Cochet and through past the 31. Chevalier on fire here, overtaking Iliano and teammate Mondelot to go up to second. Excellent from Hugo Chevalier. 3 wide at corner 10, Mondelot being challenged from all sides, and Iliano and Cochet get through. Chevalier continues his demonstration, overtaking Ines Tétanger in the 14 to go into the lead on lap number 4. His first race in VdeV, and the Frenchman showing up strongly. Cochet, like Chevalier, attacking the inside of Philippe Iliano. Ines Tétanger past her as well. Lionel Robert. What's going on with Ines Tétanger now? The strategy into position for the TFTs as Philippe Iliano comes into the stands. Tétanger now in front of the 5 and the 6, but oh dear, there's a puncture on the back right and have to do a whole lap now at reduced speed, losing massive time there. Ines Tétanger, a real shame. Owen Creed has followed Iliano into the stands. The handicap stops there. 2 Tony Pereira Normas can hide another couple. 6 and the 5 in Prestige, battling for 4th. Advantage to Philippe Thirion at the moment. First race, as I mentioned, in VdeV for Hugo Chevalier, and he's leading the Autosport Academy driver, pulling away at the front. Daniel Robert teaming up with his son this weekend, chasing the 22 that's gone backwards after spinning at the start. No obligatory pit stops for Hugo Chevalier and his team, but the Frenchman has to watch out for Ludovic Conchet, who is charging. The CD Sport driver now 3 seconds down on the leader. Oh, nothing's going right for Daniel Bassora's team after problems with the 22. It's the 21 that has to come in. What happened with the 21?
Alors sur la 21, on a eu un souci électronique au
We
niveau
had
des
an
bobines
electrics
d'allumage.
problem.
Donc c'est toujours embêtant, c'est vrai, en début
It's
de
a real
course, on
issue
fait
at
des
the start of
essais
the
et tout
race.
ça.
You do all your testing and everything, but then you get into the race, and we're going to sort out the problem and get back out there. And we'll see what happens.
Qui roule quand même, qui a roulé très fort en essai. Donc on va
We've got some
espérer
quick
faire
drivers, and we'll hope to do
intéressante.
something decent. Owen Creed, the Formula Motorsport driver in the single-seater challenge, took the start in the Norma 8, teaming up with Ilya Melnikov and Vincent Capillaire. 10 stops they've got to do, but they could still figure among the leading positions. So Vincent, what do these new rules change? Having to have the least experienced drivers going off first. It's very good, it changes the strategy. I think it's good to see the gentlemen start the road, open the road. It means they can pick up experience. It's good for us to see it. I like the idea. We stay with TFT, and the battle continues out on the track between the 5 and the 6. Philippe Thirion moving wide and getting through at corner number 1. Bruno Bazzo here having a chat with his engineer. After an hour of racing, the Palmere team leads in front of the 31 of CD Sport, the 6 and 67 of Lamo Racing Car. 6 prestige teams in the 6 top places. The second race in VdeV, and the RC Formula team of Yves Richet have hired the Robert family, Lionel and Antoine, alongside Jordan Perrois, and they're running solidly. They might create a surprise here overall. Another trip into the stand for the reigning champions, the number 2. Their teammates started this all off going into the pits. The mechanics doing everything they can so that a minimum of time is lost here. It's all about the strategy now. A driver change at TFT. After a good stint from Philippe Liano, it's now Alain Ferté climbing into the car. And we go on board for him coming out of the pit lane. Let's have a look at this very technical Barcelona circuit. Alain Ferté will take you around this track that's used for F1. Ferté being careful here. having to watch out for traffic as well. The 31 will surely let VdeV through. Now VdeV going for it. And 31 letting him through. The first round of the VdeV Endurance Series 2017 from Barcelona is on Motorsport TV. It's the midway point of this Endurance Proto event. It lasts 6 hours, it's got a 1.5 coefficient, and after 3 hours of racing, it's the Norma number 6 leading the way. Second for Graf in the number 9. They've given up their Ligier JS 53 for a Norma M20 FC this year. Third for the 31 in front of the 42 of Palmia. The 42 had a very good start to the race with Hugo Chevalier. Now Didier Beck at the wheel. Fourth at the moment. Oh, the braking of Perwa attacking in the traffic, trying to hold off the number 2. Alain VdeV driving the 2. Perwa, who does both Proto and GT at these VdeV weekends. VdeV attacking. Usually he takes the wheel at the start, but with the new rules he can't. Now the 40. 8th in the race in front of the 22 DB Autosport. Kicking off the cars coming into the pits. Ilya Melnikov in the 8 doing well. He's used to endurance GTs. He's in the top 10 and he'll leave the car to Vincent Capilet soon. The professional drivers are preparing for the last stint of 2 hours. Can't afford to waste any time in these driver changes. Every second counts in the Proto VdeV category. Bruno Bazzo jumping into the 6. Alain VdeV will leave the wheel to the Spaniard Ander Villarino. The reigning champions have already done 11 of their 12 handicap trips into the stands. They'll get going in 4th position with brand new Michelin tyres.
We have quite a large infrastructure. We work with a distributor who ensures that we have enough tyres to cover all the various disciplines that we have here. One of the wonderful things about VdeV is there's such a wide grid and such a variety in the cars. We also have a technician who's here and dedicated to the teams. His job is to ensure that the drivers make the most out of their tyres and that the engineers have the feedback that they require to do any reglage that's required of the cars. For this VdeV we took three wagon loads full of tyres, and of course after this round we'll take 3 wagon loads of used tyres back to be destroyed. One of our duties to the environment is to ensure that they're reused effectively, so they will be either used to make cement. They can be transformed into cement, they can be transformed into playground, or in some cases they can be reused once we take all the constituent parts to bits.
Back onto the track, and the leaders overall and in the prestige category. Bruno Bazzo at the wheel of the Norma M20 FC6. But watch out for Ander Villarino, who's on the hunt and is second now. We're back with the multiple NASCAR Euro Series champion, the winner here at Barcelona last year. He's chasing down his teammate Bazzo with under 45 minutes to go until the checkered flag. Ander Villarino is irresistible, posting quickest lap after quickest lap and closing in on the number 6. Just a question of time before he overtakes his teammate. Villarino into the exhaust of his rival here. Bazo under pressure and trying to brake late. And the champion, Villarino, going through very easily actually and into the lead on home soil. Just like last year, moving into the lead a few minutes from the end. Behind them, Nicolas Maroc is attacking. This is a battle for 7th. There's a battle with Ludovic Cochet and Philippe Simardimo. The Graf driver wants to pick up a lap on the TFT 5. Watch out for Ludovic Cochet. Cochet moving wide on the straight. Back with the leaders. So, team orders here. TFT looking for the top 3 and trying to protect the 8 from the 66 coming up hard. The Antoine Robert there. Nicolas Maroc moving wide. Going wide. The 2 coming together. The 5 and the 31. Cochet trying to go wide and going through. On corner 3. Simardimo on the inside. They're alongside each other. Maroc is through. Cochet wants to do the same. And now the 5 stays in front of the 31. Maroc is through. Cochet desperate to get past Simardimo. Cochet trying to intimidate his rival. Cochet attacking still. Now diving into the inside, but he's going from too far wide, and they hit each other. Now some damage on the right-hand side of the car for the 31. It's smoking there. Probably finished for the 31. A real shame, attacking too hard. Let's have another look. Simardimo on the left, Cochet on the right, trying to come from too far back. Impatient, very impatient. Oh, now it's a spin for Cochet, the brother of Jonathan, and just avoided by the 5. So now oil on the wheels, I should say. Yeah, the 31 coming in, and it's over a few minutes from the end. Huge disappointment for CD Sport, too much damage. Solid for the number 8. They managed to methodically cope with their 10 handicap trips into the pits. And a 1-2-3 for TFT at Barcelona. What a demonstration in Catalonia. A warning there that it's slippy now on the first corner. But what's happening? Vincent Capillaire is into the gravel trap, probably because of the oil that Ludovic Cochet left there. Drama. And now the 66 from Norma is 3rd. And Nicolas Maroc is charging hard. The Graf rider with the bit between, the draft driver with a bit between his teeth. 4th in the Prestige, a few seconds behind the Norma 42. First he has to get past Bazo. Bazo does have a lap over the Graf man. Just 1 lap left. Last corner for Ander Villarino. Perfect from the TFT number 2. The last corner. And it's going to be the checkered flag and victory for the number 2 team. Ander Villarino bringing it home. Norma 2 winning for the 2nd year running after winning here in Barcelona last year, and they can be happy. Oh, Nicolas Maroc on the last lap, past Christoph Kubrick in the 42 for third place in Prestige. An exceptional end to the race, but Kubrick perhaps hasn't had his last word. Maroc, though, he does manage to make it stick. Joy on pit wall. That's the Norma number 16 winning in the Prestige category. Villarino jumping into the arms of his teammates. TFT running the table.
Ça a été un super travail du team TFT.
Yeah, great work from TFT. Philly drove really well. The project went into place because of him.
On a un excellent metteur au point, le professeur en Alain.
We've got the professor in Alain who drove really well. I'm a better driver since I drive with him. As there are a lot of penalties, we needed to have good strategy here. I enjoy driving as much as ever with the team. We've got an extraordinary team here, and I want to talk about my two teammates who are friends. Confirmation of the win then overall for the number 2 in front of the 6 and the 66. And here are the podiums, the first round of the VdeV Endurance Series in the Proto category. Villarino, Iliano, Ferte winning. And that's the end of Barcelona. Thanks for watching. We'll be around at the end of April. Go to the Facebook page for the second round of the VdeV Endurance Series from Portimao. Programmes continue on Motorsport TV. See you soon.